In the next few minutes, you will grasp why most men remain unseen, while a rare few, neither the richest nor the most handsome, become emotional addictions. This is not poetic phrasing. It is a surgical analysis of the invisible power shaping every exchange between a man and a woman. While others chase words to gain approval, you will learn to turn each word into a strategic instrument. You will see how to embed a frame of dominance without volume, how to convert her tests into subconscious invitations, how to etch your presence into her mind with precision. You have likely begun conversations that faded for no clear reason. It was not your clothes or looks, it was your energy. Her instinct detected instability, the flicker in your gaze, the softened tone, the moment your need became louder than your center. Some women seem immune to logic, yet fixate on men who do nothing remarkable. The reason lies in what Machiavelli never wrote, but lived. Power is never in display, but in what you make others feel without words. This material is not from search engines. It is drawn from private analyses and concealed strategies of psychological warfare still active in human interaction. You will not receive gentle advice. You will receive precise mechanisms. Once understood, they cannot be unseen. You will be accountable for every look, word, and impression you generate. If you are fragile, stop. If you are prepared to discern the gap between ordinary men and conversational strategists, continue. Most men seek approval when they speak. They lose before they begin. Every interaction is a negotiation of psychological territory. If you do not claim it, she will. Machiavelli never discussed seduction, but he mapped power better than any human before or after him. Every social, political, or intimate exchange has an unseen hierarchy. One leads, one follows. The secret is leading without it being noticed. He who seeks to be loved by all is betrayed by most. The man who lives to please loses respect instantly. Attraction emerges not from being liked, but from tension. She remembers not the one who said the right thing, but the one who caused internal disarray. That effect arises only from a non-negotiable inner architecture of power. A man who smiles excessively, agrees with everything, and flatters without restraint communicates desperation. Another man, calm and observant, speaks little but with weight. His energy says, "I already approve of myself. Can you exist in my world?" That is invisible power. Machiavelli dominated through silence, not noise. Silence generates discomfort, and discomfort draws focus. Every pause taken with composure advances control. More lethal than silence is unpredictability. Predictability breeds contempt. The man who reacts identically, who never disrupts rhythm, becomes safe but forgettable. Fracture the pattern. Introduce pauses. Shift cadence. Leave statements unexplained. Replace reassurance with mystery. The unspoken question, "What is he thinking?" is where desire begins. The first to impress loses. The first to show need collapses. The first to break silence does so from weakness. She feels it instantly. Conversation is not casual. It is a subconscious duel of hierarchy. Machiavelli called it the theater of power. Every prince required an image greater than his strength. In modern dynamics, that image is not physical. It is the projection of an unshakable inner world. Authenticity, not performance. Certainty so grounded that proof becomes irrelevant. Cultivate that certainty through micro-decisions. Do not answer unworthy questions. Do not justify your state. Do not over-explain your past. Never apologize for identity. When you disagree, hold position calmly. I understand your point, but I see life differently. Calm conviction outweighs flattery. You do not seek agreement. You extend access to a reality independent of her validation. Most chase approval. You are willing to lose interaction to preserve frame. That is not arrogance. That is control. Perception defines reality. You need not be liked. You must be felt as solid. Entering conversation reactively, responding, explaining, fixing, destroys frame. Dominance is not declared. It is installed through certainty, silence, and direction. Never enter her frame. Sarcasm receives no defense. Jealousy receives no participation. Logic receives calm emotion. She mocks. You use online phrases. You reply, only the ones that work. Unapologetic. Redirected. Every word intentional. Every gesture congruent. The narrative is, I am here to see if you can keep up. Machiavelli advised calculated mystery, accessible yet uncertain. Doubt sustains interest. Leave deliberate gaps. Delay responses. Reveal fragments. Something happened once in Madrid, but that's another story. Change topic. The void feeds imagination. Imagination builds obsession. This is not deceit. It is pacing. The frame exists in what is unsaid as much as in speech. Next, direct the narrative. Either you try to impress, or she tries to decode. Frame depends on who adapts to whom. You do not compete. You set the standard. That standard is projected through emotional detachment. If she leaves, you stay unmoved. Silence does not shake you. You already won through composure. Shift attention. Average men revolve around her. Endless questions, flattery, free validation. You invert it. She asks, what do you like in a woman? You answer, depends. Do you want to be desired or understood? Now she pursues approval. Power transfers. Superiority when silent is magnetic. Maintaining frame demands discipline. Tests will come. Passing them reinforces presence. True authority implies, never proves. Walk away quietly when unvalued. Real authority does not explain. It is visible in posture, pacing, and stillness. Count your reactions. Replace them with deliberate pauses. Let her rhythm adjust to yours. Use omission. She asks, why no girlfriend? You answer, let's say I'm selective. Suggestion over disclosure. The frame is felt, not spoken. If you must announce strength, you lack it. If you can stand without proof, you have it. Attraction is not logical. It is primal. Her instinct measures your emotional leadership, not your speech. Attempts to convince her fail. She seeks power, calm, direction, and rarity, signals of security and genetic value. If you chase, you destroy it. If you embody it, you awaken it. Control perception. She will orbit your stability. Power is energy, not arrogance. Presence comes from inner calm, not effort. Voice tone, breathing, and pacing transmit dominance. Machiavelli wrote that perception of power equals power. Even in progress, project composure. Show ambition through action, maturity through restraint. Her subconscious reads your control under tension as leadership. Tests will come, sarcasm, silence, contradiction, to verify your steadiness. They are not cruelty, but instinctive evaluation. Can you be trusted when chaos comes? Attraction lives in that tension. She wants containment, not control. Her storms test your center. Do not personalize emotion. Observe, redirect, remain composed. She generalizes. All men are the same. You reply, then you'll be surprised when you meet me. Quiet assertion replaces argument. Stability replaces persuasion. Do not aim to be the best. Aim to be irreplaceable. Uniqueness outweighs perfection. If she feels something she cannot replicate, you have won. Craft emotional paradoxes. Firm yet kind. Humorous yet serious. Inviting yet untimid. Predictable men vanish from memory. Reliable essence, unpredictable form. This is remembered. Emotional contrast. Relaxed tone with sharp edges. Tender gestures, then composure. Ambiguity captures attention. Controlled disruption creates fascination. Machiavelli used discomfort as imprint. You apply it emotionally. Selective attention, partial validation, praise only genuine merit. Ignore bait. Not bad. Silence. She feels understood, not bought. Elegant diversion. Transform questions into stories. What do you do? Depends on the day. Sometimes I conquer empires. Sometimes I oversleep. Mystery replaces data. Mystery fuels desire. Strategic gaze. Calm. Knowing. Steady. Hold 1 second longer. Observe without hunger. Eye contact that says, I see. You become an experience, not a man. When she tests, remain unshaken. This is psychological warfare. Counterattack invisibly. Do you always talk this confidently? No. Sometimes worse, play, not defense. Do you think all women are the same? No. Some are synchronized. It's almost a union. Reframing neutralizes tension. Use calculated non-response. A pause, a smile, silence. Power through omission. Machiavelli left ambassadors uncertain. So do you. Mirror question. You use this on all women. Why does it matter? Now she explains herself. You absorb, redirect, and lead. Maintain emotional neutrality. Observe like the fox. Adaptable, silent, victorious, before movement. Reverse roles. Prove you're not like the rest. Have you proven you're worth the risk? Now she seeks validation. Playful reframing. You're arrogant. Only with those who can handle it. Control tension with humor. Detachment remains final weapon. If the dynamic loses coherence, withdraw calmly. We're not in sync today. Walk away. Absence is dominance. Time is scarce. Value must be earned. Machiavellian power is leading without imposing, disarming without conflict. Beyond attraction lies obsession. Obsession emerges not from beauty, but from incompleteness. People crave unresolved experiences. She becomes obsessed not with what she knows of you, but with what she cannot decode. Employ emotional cliffhangers. I almost lost everything once, but that's another story. Stop. Change topic. The mind seeks closure. Tension remains. Build internal contrasts. Be kind yet fierce, humorous yet reflective. Contradiction hooks neurons. Use emotional scarcity. Do not overexpose. Reveal layers slowly. Fragment stories. Be the book unread in one night. Withhold closure. Break patterns before climax. Unease sustains focus. Create emotional investment. Make her share and open. Investment creates attachment. The more she invests, the more she values. But detach from being understood. Those who overexplain dissolve mystery. Let her imagination construct your story. What she imagines binds deeper than what she hears. Once mastered, you become not a conversation, but a mental narrative replaying in her absence. You turn into an unresolved equation. The true power is not her thought when present, but her inability to stop thinking when you're gone. You now possess the framework, the weapons, the silence, the contrasts, the psychological structure. Knowledge unused decays. Most forget. They return to weakness, explaining, reacting, begging. You choose whether to repeat that or evolve. You are not here to chase. You are here to become a man whose stillness alters the environment. This is not manipulation. It is authentic authority. Power that neither begs nor competes because it is already complete. He who masters his passions dominates others without lifting a finger. Conversations are not verbal. They are structural. They decide who leads and who submits. Apply this. Do not wait. The strategist does not seek ideal conditions. He generates advantage in chaos. Real power is not declared, displayed, or demanded. Real power is breathed, sensed, remembered.